Hey y'all, out here at Alloway's Hot Rod Shop, and they've let me in on another project they're getting ready to start. It's a 62 Chevy convertible street rod, and whereas a lot of their cars they use a custom chassis, Art Morrison chassis or something like that, this one they're going to use the original chassis in, and what a mess that is. And it's going to be cool to see them get this thing to the level that they are accustomed to. So anyway, Scotty Troutman's going to tell me about this one too. Let me run him down and we'll get the whole scoop on this thing. I thought we'd start out in here with the rendering of this car so we can kind of see what we're shooting for. How cool is that? And then it's going to have red interior?
Yep.
Bobby Alloway? Yeah. Yep. That's going to be sweet. It's going to, you're going to have a black top on it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, there you go. That's what we're going to end up with. Hopefully. Oh, that's sweet, too. Oh, that's cool, man. What motor are you running in it?
502.
Oh, wow. Cool. That's what we're shooting for, folks. So let me run Scotty Troutman down, and we'll have him tell us a little bit more about how we're going to get there. So, hang on. Scotty, how are you, brother? Not too bad. Tell me a little bit about this hot rod now. This is a 62.
62 Impala convertible. So, customer, local customer. It's getting close to paint. This car is. Couple more primings. All the pieces are ready to paint. Got on the rotisserie so we can finish the bottom, prime the top, and it's ready to start wet sanding and get paint on it.
No, when I interviewed Bobby, he said when they get ready to get paint, then it goes pretty quickly.
Yeah, it'll go a lot faster. When
Has this car already been together once?
Yeah, it's been together 2 or 3 times.
No kidding.
Yes.
Wow. And now, have you put new floors in this, or did you go with the original on this
Got
one?
the original floor. Had to modify the tunnel because of the motor and transmission. Modified the wheel tubs a little bit. Made them a little wider, clearance for the tires. That's about it on this car as far as modifications.
How'd you do those tubs now? You did that different than the other, the Plymouth we looked at.
I cut them completely in 2, cut them out, move them over as far as I can, which is about an inch and a half on this one. But that gives us just enough clearance for our big tires.
And what will you run, 20s in the back on
20s,
this?
20s and 17s.
Was this car going to be a full-blown street rod, or is it going to be?
It'll look like all of our cars do, except this one has a stock chassis under it.
Oh yeah, let's look at that. So you're not going to use one of those high-profile Art Morrison chassis?
No, we just use the stock chassis on this one. They work pretty good. Saves quite a bit of money by using it.
Save some work.
Saves some work. I mean, we have an Art Morrison front clip.
Okay.
You can see this new section here to here. And the reason we put a clip on it to suck the wheels and tires in, we slam the front end. That gives us plenty of room to turn.
Okay. And you all welded that in yourselves?
Yeah, we put that in ourselves.
And then you're going to make this smooth?
Yeah, it'll all be slick. Look really nice when it's done. None of this ugly welds. All
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be
terrible.
smoothed up.
Yeah, we should clarify. Those aren't Alloway hot rod
No,
welds.
that's stock.
Yeah, that's Detroit. 62 Detroit welds there. Wow.
So,
Will you make any more modifications to the chassis?
We modified the back, put some curry bars on it. These are bolt on. Anybody can bolt these on. Put a shock bar in it, and we put coilovers on it and took the coil springs out. So we done away with coil springs, running coilovers, a lot nicer ride.
Right.
You can set it at the right height you want with these. That's about it on the chassis for its modifications. It's basically stock.
Wow. And what color will it be?
The chassis will be black, but the car is going silver with red interior.
Oh, wow. How cool. That's going to be pretty.
Big block, 5-speed.
Have you done anything to that firewall?
A little bit of modifications. Slicked it over, recessed it for the distributor right here. That's about it. That's about all the modifications to this car that we've done.
So you just smoothed up some of the rough edges on this one?
Yes.
Yeah. What color is the top gonna be? You know?
I'm not real sure
Yeah.
on this car what they decided on the top.
What is this thing? Just bolt to this, or you have to weld this to this?
We bolted.
Yeah. Huh. And that'll hold it secure and all that, even being a convertible.
We can flip it upside down, sand the bottom, get it painted. I'll paint the floor, and then we'll take it back off the rotisserie, set it on jack stands, tape the floor up, and then I'll spray the outside.
Huh. Will you come back and wet sand the floor then too and buff it?
No, we won't sand the floors. Just try to lay it on as slick as it can.
Yeah.
And be done. There's too many ribs and grooves to try to sand and buff. And once you get the chassis under it, you don't see much of the floor anyway, and it's just low on the ground.
Right. But the chassis you will sand and buff.
Yes.
Yeah.
The chassis will sand and buff.
What do y'all spend about a week grinding on that frame to get it right?
It'll take every bit of that.
I bet, man.
Grinding and slicking.
And then you actually come back in, once you grind it, you have to use body filler and get it smooth, just like you would a fender, a hood, or anything else.
Exactly.
Wow. From that aspect, though, I bet you're not glad they're using that chassis. That sounds like a lot of work.
It takes a little bit longer to slick these than the complete Art Morrison chassis, but
Right.
it'll look nice when it's done.
Cool. Well, I can't wait to check back on it. I guess I'll come back and see you when you get that chassis ready.
Should be long now.
Yeah.
We're ready to start painting
Cool.
body parts, and we'll get on that chassis and get it done.
Cool.
Be ready to put together.
Man, I can't wait. Scotty, dude, I appreciate you letting me in so much, man. Thanks. Folks, there you go. The starting of, well, actually, it's not even the starting. They've already, they've got this one on its way of a 62 Chevy Impala convertible street rod. I can't wait to see what they do with that chassis. That's kind of crazy to me. Because, you see them all slicked up, right? And all pretty in the end, but, that's a lot of work. Anyways, there you go. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Bobby Alloway's Hot Rod Shop. See ya. Joe, how are you, brother?
Doing good.
Tell me, what are you working on there?
62 Impala convertible for Steve West. This is starting to work to paint the doors, getting it all ready to paint.
So you guys sand and polish and paint where the door panel's going?
Yes, sir. We try to cover everything and have it sealed up and painted, and while it's going together, it needs to look good at all times.
Right. You never know if somebody's going to show up with a camera.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Just like you.
That's right. So where the door panel goes, it's probably not going to get all the care that, say, these door jambs will get, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We just, but we do finish everything and seal it up, and that makes it not have a problem with rust or anything later on.
Right. And do you spray these, or you dip them, or?
No, we'll wash it real good after it's sanded and get it good and dry. And a lot of times we either use undercoat, or a lot of times we put Dynamat
Insulation.
Insulation.
Right.
In them. Yeah.
Right.
It just depends on how we're finishing the car.
Right.
But they do all get painted, all the jams and everything. We try to pay as much attention to the door jams as we do the outside. We think that's just as big a part of it as the outside.
There is no an important part,
It's all
right?
detail. That's in our detail.
Especially at this level. Yeah, you're right. Cool. Well, brother, I appreciate that, man. Do you do most of the wet sanding around here?
Yeah, most of the guys in the body shop get everything ready for me, and I do the final sanding. Scotty Troutman paints it, and it comes back to me, and I do all the sanding and rubbing.
Okay.
At least 75 to 80% of it. Scotty helps me some.
I got you. Every now and then you can get him to work?
Get a little bit of work.
I got you.
It depends on how big a hurry we are.
What else is going on and all that? Yeah, sure. Well, brother, thanks for letting me check in with you. I'm shooting a video on that 62, and it's cool to see these doors in this point here.
We'll keep progressing along.
Good. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
See ya.